If you've been taking supplements for a while and haven't noticed much of a real difference, it's probably not because you did something wrong. A lot of people assume that if a supplement doesn't work, they just haven't found the right one yet. And that's not normally the real issue. I'm Maddie, I'm a pharmacist, and today I'm going to explain why supplements don't work for most people and why that doesn't automatically mean supplements are useless. They just normally are not being used in the right way. I think this matters so much because the supplement industry really has gotten to this point where it often makes us feel like the answer is just to add more, add another product, a higher dose, make your stack so long, and you're taking 20 supplements a day. That's what it's trying to make you feel like. And supplements are meant to be used as tools. This is not about blaming supplements or blaming you. This is about understanding what's actually happening and why you feel like your supplements may not be working right. So today I'm going to walk through the three main reasons supplements often don't work, or at least they are perceived as not working. And then what tends to work better instead. You don't need a background in science for this. My goal here is just to provide some clarity. So let's just jump right into it. So reason number one, they're used without context. Supplements are used without context. And this is what I see as the biggest reasons that supplements are perceived as not working. So a supplement can be evidence-based, it can be high quality, it could be third-party tested, it can be properly dosed too, and it's still not work if it's not addressing the main issue or the real issue. A good example of this is low energy. It's one of the most common reasons that people start supplements, but low energy can come from so many different things. Low energy can come from poor sleep, under eating, chronic stress, iron deficiency, thyroid issues, medication side effects, or any combination of all those things. If someone is exhausted because they're sleeping 5 hours a night or skipping meals, a B complex vitamin is probably not going to fix your issue. And it's definitely not going to fix the root cause. That doesn't mean the supplement's bad. That doesn't even mean that the supplement isn't working to some level. It just means that supplement is being used out of context. This is why some supplements work really well for some people and do not work at all for others. Okay, reason number two, form and absorption matter more than the dose. And as a pharmacist, I cannot stress this enough, especially with supplements, how important the form is. The form of a vitamin can completely change side effects. It can completely change absorption, how it makes you feel, what it's used for. Two products, they can list the exact same dose, but come in completely different forms. They're going to behave completely different in the body. As a pharmacist, I see this all the time with minerals like magnesium or iron. Some forms are absorbed well, they're well tolerated, have very few side effects, and the others are cheaper, they're barely absorbed, if they're absorbed at all, and they're more likely to cause side effects because they're sitting in your gut. If a supplement is not absorbed well, your body cannot use it. And it doesn't matter how consistent you are, if you're taking it every day, multiple times a day, it doesn't matter how high that dose is, your body can't absorb it, can't use it. This is also why they'll say all the time, I tried that supplement and it didn't work, when what they really mean is they tried one version of that supplement and that version did not work for them. Okay, the last reason we're going to talk about today are expectations are off, and everyone is guilty of this, whether it be medications, whether it be supplements. I'm guilty of this myself, of just that, you see all these products that influencers are promoting online and they're saying, oh my gosh, this supplement is life changing. It's going to change your sleep. It's going to change your energy. It's going to change your hormones. Your expectations are way off from the moment you hit purchase. Supplements are not medications. Let me say that again. Supplements are not medications. Even if they are recommended to you by your doctor, they are not supposed to replace medications. And most of them do not work overnight. For many nutrients, they will take weeks to work. Even if your doctor recommends that you take vitamin D, vitamin B12, iron, these things, especially if you are actually low and your doctor tells you to take it, it's going to take weeks to build up. At least for the majority of most vitamins and minerals, it's going to take 8 to 12 weeks for you to see any improvement in symptoms whatsoever. For things like iron, it takes your iron stores almost 6 months to build back up. So several months. So at the same time, more is not necessarily better. Once the body has what it needs, extra amounts usually don't create any extra benefits either. And sometimes they're just, if you're taking more because you think you're going to have more benefit from it, you're probably just going to have more side effects from it. So if you've ever felt like you're doing everything right and not seeing any results, I want to be really clear. That experience is extremely common. Even I am guilty of that. Most people have experienced it to some degree. Most people were never taught how to use supplements strategically. They were taught how to buy them, and you were continually told to buy them. So let's flip that around. What works better instead? So what tends to work better than randomly adding supplements is stepping back and asking a few specific questions to yourself. Okay? What problem am I actually trying to solve? That's so important. Is there a clear reason that a supplement would help in this situation? If you're low on B12, if you're vegetarian and you're low on certain vitamins, if you went to your doctor and your doctor told you that you were specifically low on something, it's a great reason to take it. Am I using a form and a dose that makes sense for my body and my lifestyle? Magnesium can be used for so many different things. It can be used for sleep. It can be used for stress and anxiety. It can just be used for magnesium deficiency, but you have to take the right form to get to see the right benefit. So make sure that you are using the form that makes sense for you and what you're trying to achieve. Are there any non-supplement factors that need attention first? Like sleep, stress, nutrition, medications. Are medications causing side effects that you might think that you're needing supplements to address? All things that may not be able to be fixed, but are definitely worth considering and looking at. When supplements are used intentionally, they can be incredibly helpful. I want that to sink in for you. When they're used correctly, when they're used with intention, they can be so helpful. But when they're used as a shortcut, they are usually a disappointment. Let that sink in for a second. When you're using supplements as a shortcut, they are usually a disappointment. If there's one thing that I hope that you take away from this, it's that supplements, they're not magic, but they're also not useless, especially if they're used in the right way, the right form, the right dose. But they are best when they are part of the bigger picture, not when they're expected to fix everything on their own. In future videos, I'm going to be breaking down specific supplements, how to choose quality options, how to use them in a way that actually makes sense, possibly for you. So thanks for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. I hope that you found this video helpful. Have a great day.